Alright guys, this video is going to be the truth on TRT and hair loss. I watched a couple videos, they were whack, they didn't really go into the science, they basically just said it's genetic, you're screwed, don't worry about it. Well, that's not the case. I'm going to go into the science of why TRT can make hair loss worse and what you can do about it. And by the way, this is my barbershop. I'm a barber, I do what I do, I'm passionate about hair, I love the hair game. So yeah, this is my baby. It's a pretty nice shot. Alright guys, here's the deal. I decided to make this video on TRT and DHT, or TRT and hair loss, because I watched a video by a guy who's got a lot of subscribers. He's big in the TRT world, and he touched on it, but he didn't really go into the science about it, and it wasn't really informative. It kind of didn't help the situation. Basically, all he said was it's genetic. If you're gonna lose your hair, you're gonna lose your hair. Kiss it goodbye. Which I didn't really like, because that's not the truth. I'm a barber. I know a lot about hair, obviously. I've educated myself in this, and the truth is, it is genetic. If you're gonna lose your hair, you might not have to though. That's the thing. There's things you can do to combat male pattern baldness. So they say that 95% of men experiencing male pattern baldness experience it because of elevated levels in DHT. DHT, dihydrotestosterone, it is converted from testosterone. So the reason why people think that TRT makes hair loss worse or speed up is because when you start introducing these higher levels of testosterone into your system, your body starts converting more testosterone into more DHT. And the reason why DHT is so bad is because it attaches itself to your hair. So here's your follicle, or your hair, comes down to your follicle. Follicle's below the skin. So this is a healthy follicle, no DHT. This is good genetics. So the worse your genetics are when it comes to male pattern baldness, the higher your DHT levels are going to be in the scalp. What DHT does is it attaches itself to your scalp, decreasing the amount of blood flow that your hair gets. So the higher the testosterone, not in everybody, but if you have these bad genetics, the more testosterone that you introduce to your body, the more DHT. The more DHT you get attached to your follicle, the less blood flow you're gonna get. Eventually, what that lack of blood flow does is your hair gets thinner. It slowly withers away until it falls out and it dies. What we like to say is we can save the living, but we can't bring back the dead. So you gotta be proactive. You gotta start, like as soon as you notice your hair's losing, if you're a young guy, then you need to start looking into things you can do to combat this. And there are like shampoos and conditioners out there that work really well. We sell them in the barbershop, but it is key, major key, dudes, I'm telling you, to start as soon as you feel like your hair is thinning. And they're not cheap. The one we sell is about 90 bucks for a 3 to 4 month supply, but it's worth it. 20 bucks a month to keep your hair? Shoot, I pay that all day. I do use it just because I'm out of fear, basically, because it does run in my family, so I use it. I don't even know if I'm gonna go bald, but I use it anyway. So what this shampoo does is it'll block the production of DHT in the scalp. But not only what some of these shampoos can do is they eradicate the buildup of the DHT around the follicle. But you have to do your research, because a lot of these shampoos, they don't do this. They'll just block new production. But that's not gonna save the hair that's already got the DHT buildup high enough to kill it. So you need one that's gonna block production and also eradicate the existing DHT. And once you eradicate that existing DHT, all that blood flow comes back. And once that blood flow comes back, that hair starts getting thicker, healthier, until it's back to normal. And it's not gonna work for everyone. It's not guaranteed. It's like anything. There's very few things that are absolute in this world, and this is not one of them. But why not try? why not give it a shot instead of just giving up and losing your hair? Unless you're a guy who looks good bald, I'm not. I look like a basketball. You can spalding tattoo on my head. But there are things you can do if you have these genetics, these bad genetics, where your body produces that high amount of DHT. You need to research a combatant to do that, and that's going to slow the rate that you go bald, stop the rate of your balding, and even reverse some of the damage that's already been done. So that's extremely important. You guys out there that are dealing with hair loss, this is like the basic you should know. You should really dive deeper into this. I'm not going to go into it. This is just a crash course, but I hope this invokes interest and you guys actually do your research and you guys save that hair. That's your crown. Save the hair.